banger of a fusion, yes or no? Is the new guy really going to be worth picking up for your account? Let's go take a look. Hey there guys, it's Ryan Raids and welcome to the video. Guys, in today's video what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at the new fusion, so that is Lord Entertainer Fabian's kit, as well as going over the fusion calendar which dropped pretty late. So let me explain how I normally do things. So when a new fusion, for example, or an event drops, I normally let a lot of the guys have their spiel and say what they've got to say about either a fusion or event. And then I normally take it all in and let it digest for like a day or so. I will then go check out, say, the champion or the event myself and what the schedule looks like to see if it fits around my life and if I want to do it. I don't know why I work like this. I don't know, it just works for me. I don't like jumping into things without thinking it through. Maybe I'm just a bit strange. Who knows? Who knows? Hold up there, guys. Click the link in the description right now to get the epic champion Uugo for free, as well as 2 more amazing free epics as you level up. Here are the exact steps you need to follow. Step 1, log out of Plarium Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox and claim your first champion. Here we go. You'll find Uugo here, as well as Tagoar and Rector Drath as you level out your account. If you've been watching the free-to-play series that I've been involved in, you'll know how good these epics really are. Then use the promo code Supreme6 to get yourself a crazy Void Legendary in Supreme Gaelic. So get yourself an amazing start in Raid Shadow Legends by clicking on the link and following the steps. So let's cast our minds all the way back to this time last year when they brought out the fusion back then. And you all know who I'm talking about. We try and avoid him on a daily basis in arena or live arena. And yes, we are talking about Armand's the Magnificent. And this fusion back then was absolutely busted. And we all know his A2, so he does an AoE, steals a turn meter of every target, and he puts a stun out for 1 turn. And then his A3, he places a sheep debuff, which cannot be blocked, and then he has a 100% chance of removing all buffs from enemies. So yeah, he is absolutely nuts. So will this new dude top Armand's? Let's go and find out. Here is the man himself, Lord Entertainer Fabian. So guys, this is the first time I'm actually going to be looking through his kit in detail, as well as looking at the fusion calendar and making a decision on whether we'll be going for him or not. All the noise I've been hearing from people has been extremely positive. Let's see exactly what this guy is about then. So A1, service in death. So a double hitter on the A1. Each hit steals 10% of the target's turn meter, places a true fear debuff for 2 turns if the target's turn meter is fully depleted. It's okay, I suppose. It's okay. The A2, unwelcome guest. It's on a 4-turn cooldown and it books down to 3 turns. So he attacks 1 enemy. Then he places a petrification debuff for 1 turn. Has a 75% chance of placing a true fear debuff for 2 turns on all other enemies who are not under true fear or fear, and that goes to 100% chance. He has then a passive effect on his A2, which has never been seen before. Activates this skill whenever an enemy under fear or true fear debuff successfully uses a skill. So let's just think about that a moment if we're in reality. So he will attack an enemy, put petrification on them, and then true fear the rest of them. Then if one of them gets to have a go, this will instantly activate, petrify them, and then spread out the true fear again. That is absolutely bonkers. That is crazy. That is crazy. So does that mean they will literally never get a go? Never get a turn? Because as soon as they get a turn, he's going to petrify the person who gets a turn straight off and then put out the true fear again on the rest of them. Man, that's nuts. That's nuts already. Wow. So A3, Spectral Flourish on a 5-turn cooldown, books to a 4-turn. So it's an AoE, Before attacking, has a 75% chance of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs for 3 turns. So he can strip that books up to 100%. He can strip off everything with a free turn. I don't know what's 4 turns or more. Wow. Then has a 75% chance of increasing the cooldowns of all enemy skills by 3 turns. And then gets an extra turn if there are no buffs on the enemy after this attack. That's nuts as well. That is nuts as well. Wow. So let's picture this. So if you go first, he'll attack all enemies. If you've got him fully booked, he'll decrease the duration of all their buffs for 3 turns. He then will put out 100% chance of increasing the cooldowns of all enemy skills by 3 turns, so locking them out completely. If he managed to remove every buff, he will get another go. Then he'll go straight into this A2, let's say, attack an enemy, so they'll already be locked out, put a petrification on an enemy, and then spread the true fear to the rest of them. So all their skills will be locked out. One of them would be petrified. The other 3 would be true feared. And then if one of them takes a go, which will be an A1, they will get petrified and it'll put out the true fear on the rest of them again. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Wow. What a champ. What a champion. So his passive, Ghost with the most. Whenever an enemy is revived, places a true fear debuff on that enemy for 2 turns. If they're multiple champions, they only activate once. So let's just picture this then. So let's say Tagoar, he does an AoE revive. Will that mean true fear will be placed on everyone who gets revived? And then what will happen? They're true feared, and then if they get if one of those 3 who's been revived of true feared and they get a go, this will instantly activate, will it? Will that instantly activate? If that happens, oh, that is complete lockdown in every angle. So then he's got another part of the passive there. Removes any, what's that? Any crowd control debuff, it looks like, from this champion for before the start of their turn. Oh, right. So he can just straight counter Armand's, can't he? So let's say you're facing a team with Armand's and he goes first and puts the stun out on everyone. When you get a go, he'll just remove the stun from himself and then you just go into your skills and lock them down. And then he has an aura increasing ally speed in all battles by 19%. Man, this guy is absolutely bonkers. Guys, he is bonkers. He will change arena, I reckon. Obviously, he's a legendary spirit support champion, but he would, yeah, wow. He is crazy. He is absolutely crazy. Anyway, let's go take a look at the Fusion calendar to see exactly what we are dealing with. Right, we've got hold of the Fusion calendar. It dropped pretty late. It was about 30 minutes before the event started, which isn't ideal. It isn't ideal, but let's have an exact look what we've got here. So to kick it off, we've got a Dungeon Divers, and we've got a Dragon Tournament and a Champion Training Event. So yeah, that will be pretty, I wouldn't say easy, because I think Dungeon Divers is the hardest event out of all of them. Personally, the points have got them really high for them. But doing both of them, you should knock that off quite comfortably. I have got a video coming out tomorrow going through how you do champion training events. Super fast, super easy, and really efficient. So keep an eye out for that. We will then go into an gear enhancement event, which is just whether you got 20 to 30 million silver for each of these. If you got the silver, it's a doddle. We then go to an Ice Golem tournament, the Summon Rush, a Dungeon Divers 2, and a Classic Arena. Classic Arena, you just use your tokens to get to the points. Then you're going to have to grind out Ice Golem. It's going to be all Ice Golem, it looks like, for the Dungeon Divers 2. Is Spider, tiny bit of Spider, it looks like might be overlapping with the Dungeon Divers. Not much though. Oh, and you got a bit of champion training there. So you'll have, I would go Ice Golem, champion training into that Dungeon Divers there. You got another gear enhancement there. You got this Spider just on its own, not double dipping with anything really, apart from maybe a couple of hours with the Dungeon Divers 2, which isn't ideal. We then got the Fire Knight tournament with Dungeon Divers 3. So you're going to be going all out in that Fire Knight tournament to get this Dungeon Divers done, which will be, that might be quite hard, depending on what the points are. We'll go in game and have a look what they've set the points at. We got then a Champion Chase, and that's just whether, so you'll need 50 Ancients, or if you've got a load of Fusion or Fragment summons ready to go to save on shards, this will be the time to use them. Summon Rush up there will be about 5 or 6 Sacreds worth of points. And you got another Classic Arena here, which is just using your tokens. And then we finish off with a Gear Enhancement event, which is another 20 to 30 million silver. And they have got an extra Summon Rush there, which I do like. for an extra epic. So whether you want to get the fusion, the legendary, this guy Fabian, and then get the epic on top, you want to get them all. Or what I normally do on the main is I usually do this summon rush and then I skip four events. It saves me time. That's all I worry about, it saves me time. So if I did this one down at the bottom, the summon rush, I'll probably skip that summon rush. I'll probably skip the champion chase. Then I might skip the 2 dungeon divers because I think they're the hardest. That's what I would probably do. Just depends how your account's looking really. If you're low on gems, which you'll use to convert to energy, you could probably, and you've got plenty of shards, you could do the summon rush at the bottom, this extra one. Skip that summon rush, skip the champion chase, then skip the 2 dungeon divers. So then your energy requirement for the whole fusion will be a lot lower. If you've got an issue with silver, you haven't got much silver, you could do, and you've got shards, you could do this summon rush, this extra summon rush at the bottom. You could skip the summon rush, skip the champion chase, and then you could miss 2 of the artifact enhancement events. It just depends what shape your account is in to get it over the line. The only way I probably wouldn't do this extra summon rush is if I had like not a huge amount of shards, but I have a lot of like fragment summons or fusion material prepped for the champion chase. So you'd use your fragment summons and your fusion summons to get the champion chase done, and then have your shards for the first summon rush. That's how I would play that. And another good thing with this calendar is a champion chase is at the end. So you could probably have, how many do you reckon? What? 4, 8. You could have 12. So you would have 12 of the rares done, and you could turn those 12 rares into 3 epics, which would be another 750 champion chase points. Yeah, that's a big thumbs up. I personally think this calendar looks okay. It looks okay. So on my main, I'm going to do this extra summon rush at the bottom, and then I'm going to slack off 4 events just to save me time. And this fusion, he looks an absolute banger. So 100% I'm going for him on the main, and then I'm going to go for him on the original free-to-play. So that means the original free-to-play is going to have to come back to life. So I haven't played it really since the Hell Hades free-to-play challenge started back in January. So that's almost 2 months, or 2 months just over. I haven't really touched that account, so I'm going to have to log back in and crack straight on with this. So we're back in game, so let's go and take a look at how the events have dropped in game. So we got the champion training here, we've got the dungeon divers event as well. So champion training, let's have a quick look. And what we saying? 12,000 points for the top reward, so you get 500 of those eternal soul coins. We've got a void shard, medium rock. So the points are at, for the rare, 6,500, which is about right, I think. Which is about right. So yeah, like I said, tomorrow I'll drop a video on how you complete the champion training events with ease and as efficient as you can be. Yeah, I'll drop that tomorrow, so keep an eye out for it. Then we've got the dungeon divers, which I've done a little bit in, as you can see. So where are we at? 3-7. 3-7. That's gone up 200 points since I've last done a fusion. Pretty sure when I last done one, it was 3 back. That was at 3,500 points. So I think 5k for the top reward's about what it normally is, and it's a middle rock. But that's gone up 200 points, I think. I think it has. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. So we need 3,700 points to get the rare and the dungeon divers, and I'm guessing that'll be the same benchmark for the other 2 dungeon divers. So that's an extra bit of energy we're going to need to complete that. And then let's have a look at the dragon tournament. So we need 2,250 points, which is about right. So normally it's like 1 point to 1 energy to get the rare. So that hasn't changed at all. And as per usual, 2,750 points at the top gets you the 4-star chicken, or there's sometimes an epic book here. So if you want to go all the way, then go all the way. I normally do, to be fair, on the main. I normally go all the way in every tournament. So I like completing them all and getting extra rewards, but it's down to your personal choice. So that's what we've got live in game at the moment. So the points aren't looking too bad, apart from dungeon divers. They keep inflating that price. Anyway, guys, that is everything from me. I hope this has helped you out and helped you make a decision on whether you're going to go for this fusion or not. Well, to answer the question at the start, is he worth picking up? Yes, he looks like he's going to be an absolute banger of a fusion. So if you're on the fence, then this might persuade you to crack on with him. Anyway, that's it from me, and I will catch you in the next one.